Right now, incredible video resulting in a major interstate closing for hours, showing the potential dangers of what's to come this winter in Wisconsin. Plus, what staff inside the Dane County Jail are doing to try and limit a new spike in COVID cases. News 3 Now at 10 starts right now. Thank you for joining us tonight. This was the scene up in northwestern Wisconsin this morning. Icy road conditions caused multiple crashes and this massive pileup in Jackson County involving more than 100 vehicles. It happened on Interstate 94. We're told 12 to 15 people were taken to the hospital. And that stretch of interstate reopening just a few hours ago, and it serves as a reminder for anyone hitting the roads this holiday weekend to make safety a top priority. AAA expects more than 100 million people to travel over the next week, which is nearly a 34% increase from just 1 year ago. And taking a look at our roads here in Madison, this is a live look at the Beltline at Todd Drive, and things are moving pretty steadily at this hour, which is what we like to see. Let's go to Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti with a look at the traffic conditions around the area.
Well, Charlotte, the good news is if you're traveling tonight to get an early start on the Christmas holiday, roads are in pretty good shape. In and around Dane County, the Beltline, Interstate, US 12, all looking pretty good right now. Not seeing any problems on the Interstate south and east of Madison, I-94 toward Milwaukee, I-39-90 down toward Illinois, moving at posted speed limits, as are the roads up into central Wisconsin. US 151 through Beaver Dam, I-39 into central Wisconsin, and I-90-94 heading all the way through the Dells and up toward Toma, also moving at the posted speed limits. On Doppler track, you can see Wisconsin in the clear right now from precipitation. The early morning light snow and freezing rain up in west central Wisconsin has now moved into upper Michigan. High temperatures today topped out near 40 here in Madison. Lower 40s over southwestern Wisconsin where there was a little bit more sunshine. Right now temperatures are in the upper teens and lower 20s, but these temperatures will start rising overnight. Wind chills right now not much of a factor because the winds are pretty light. By tomorrow morning, temperatures will be back into the middle 30s already with cloudy skies, and we could see a rain shower along with some areas of fog on Christmas Eve with a high of 47. And for Christmas Day, well, if you're looking for a white Christmas, the only way you're going to see it is in the snow globe. Otherwise, we're looking for some clouds in the morning, afternoon sunshine with a high of 40. I'll have more on the holiday forecast in just a few minutes. And as we enter the holidays, be sure to download our Channel 3000 First Warn weather app, free radars, forecasts, and more, all to keep you updated with the latest information on the go. Taking a look at our coronavirus headlines today. For the first time since last winter, DHS says our statewide activity level is back in the critically high category. Flags around the state today being flown at half-staff in honor of a Vogue Field security officer who recently died from COVID complications. Chad Christensen was from Baraboo. He got sick while on duty and died on Saturday. He was 49 years old. And right now there is a surge of COVID cases in the Dane County Jail. 10% of the jail's 552 residents testing positive for the virus. Tahlil Mohideen spoke with those affected and joins us now with more.
I spoke with a woman who says her son is one of the 52 people in Dane County Jail with COVID-19, and right now she's looking for answers. Velma Smith says she knows firsthand how bad COVID-19 can be.
I was on a ventilator. I had to use a breathing machine.
So when she heard her son, a resident at Dane County Jail, tested positive for the virus, she was concerned.
It just made me nervous and scared for my son because I know what I went through, and I really don't want my son to go through that.
And what her son said on the phone didn't make her feel any better.
They don't give him any cough medicine. He's been complaining about his stomach hurting really bad from coughing so much. You know, I don't even know if they gave him his asthma pump because he's a chronic asthmatic. I know they're incarcerated, you know, and there's some privileges that they can't have, but still, they human.
Jail Administrator Captain Carrie Porter says staff take positive COVID cases seriously.
Daily receive temp checks from the nursing staff. They are provided additional hydration like Gatorade and other than just the water that's typically available to them. And the medical staff keeps a closer eye on them in medical isolation.
Porter says especially after the jail's recent spike in COVID cases, they're working hard to stop the spread.
We do a lot of testing of the residents. We monitor for symptoms, cleaning with our UV lights. We have large UV systems that we use throughout the jail. We also do a lot of cleaning with different disinfectants, hand sanitizer. Masks are also provided to all of our residents and required by our staff.
But the limited space makes it difficult to social distance, and sometimes it can be a challenge keeping up. Still, Smith is worried her son isn't getting the care he needs.
And he asked the doctor, would I have to be practically dead to go to the hospital? And he said that the doctor told him pretty much.
Officials from Public Health Madison and Dane County say they have plans to tour the jail next week. They'll see if they can make recommendations to better manage the virus. Right now, nearly 40% of the people in Dane County Jail are vaccinated.
The game tonight between the Badger men's basketball team and George Mason didn't happen. That's due to COVID issues on Wisconsin's team. You may remember George Mason was called in last minute after their original opponent, Morgan State, canceled due to COVID issues of their own. And new tonight, Wisconsin's athletic director, Chris McIntosh, has tested positive for COVID and will miss the Badgers bowl game in Las Vegas next Thursday. The Badgers plan to leave Madison for the game tomorrow. According to the athletic department, McIntosh will not travel with the team. The FDA has issued an emergency use authorization for a second antiviral pill to treat COVID. Merck says high-risk adults can take its at-home pill when they have no other options. It comes a day after the FDA gave the same authorization for Pfizer's antiviral pill, Paxlovid. A Royal Caribbean cruise ship has been denied entry to 2 island nations. The cruise line says 55 fully vaccinated crew members and passengers on the Odyssey of the Seas have tested positive. The ship set sail Saturday from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. It will now have to idle at sea until its planned return to Florida on December 26th. People ringing in the new year at Times Square will now need to mask up. Today, Mayor Bill de Blasio announced plans for a scaled-back New Year's Eve celebration. 58,000 people usually attend the ball drop and celebration in the Big Apple. This year, it will be limited to 1,500, and everyone over 5 years old must be fully vaccinated. The FBI is offering a $5,000 reward, asking the public for help finding this man wanted as a sex trafficking suspect from Milwaukee. 39-year-old Adrian Cortez Edwards is being considered armed and dangerous. The FBI says he has a large Wisconsin Badgers W tattoo on his neck. You're asked to call police if you have any information. A new mugshot tonight of the former Minnesota police officer Kim Potter. Today, a jury convicted her of 2 counts of manslaughter. This in the shooting death of Dante Wright in April during a traffic stop. CBS correspondent Frank Vassalero has the very latest from Minneapolis.
We, the jury, on the charge of manslaughter in the first degree, find the defendant guilty.
Former officer Kim Potter listened as the jury found her guilty of first and second degree manslaughter in the shooting death of Dante Wright. Jurors deliberated for nearly 30 hours in the closely watched trial that drew national attention. Wright's mother thanked the community for their support.
Everybody who's been out there that has supported us in this long fight for accountability.
Potter testified that she confused her handgun for her taser when she shot 20-year-old Wright during a traffic stop in Brooklyn Center last April.
You didn't run down the street and try to save Dante Wright's life, did you?
No.
You were focused on what you had done, because you had just killed somebody.
I'm sorry it happened.
Outside the courthouse, a crowd cheered and embraced while the verdicts were read. Minnesota Attorney General Keith Ellison said the trial's outcome doesn't bring justice.
Justice would be restoring Dante to life and making the Wright family whole again. Justice is beyond the reach that we have in this life for Dante. But accountability is an important step.
Judge Regina Chu revoked Potter's bail, ordering her held at Shakopee Women's Prison until sentencing set for mid-February. Frank Vassalero, CBS News, Minneapolis.
Potter faces about 7 years in prison under the state's sentencing guidelines, but prosecutors said they would seek a longer term. New at 10, State Senator Lena Taylor has suspended her lieutenant gubernatorial campaign less than a month after launching it. Taylor, a Democratic state senator from Milwaukee, says she wanted to spend more time having a, quote, direct impact on the concerns of constituents. A judge will decide by January 10th if Wisconsin's election administrator needs to testify in private before Michael Gableman. Gableman has subpoenaed the mayors of Wisconsin's 5 largest cities along with WEC Administrator Megan Wolf. He wants them to turn over all their election-related records and submit to questioning at his Brookfield office. None of the mayors has complied. Former President Donald Trump is now asking the U.S. Supreme Court to block the release of White House records to the January 6th House Committee. The committee wants about 700 pages of documents as they explore Trump's role in the Capitol riots. In today's filing, Trump said the records should remain secret under executive privilege. The lower courts have already rejected those arguments. After nearly 18 years as Milwaukee's mayor, Tom Barrett is moving on to the next phase of his political career. Today, as ambassador to Luxembourg, taking the oath inside the very same courtroom at the federal courthouse downtown, where he began his life in public service as a law clerk right out of college. Barrett says he's looking forward to learning more things like international finance and climate change policy, which will be important in his new role.
I'm very, very excited. There's a lot of work that's done in those substantive fields, but then there's also a lot of work done, again, representing America. And I feel comfortable, having been mayor, of going out among the people. So that part I feel very comfortable about.
Barrett told reporters that his first visit to Luxembourg as ambassador is expected to be sometime in late January. He'll first meet with State Department officials in Washington, D.C. before that. The Baraboo Police Department says it is bringing back its K-9 program in the new year, and it is asking for donations to help fund it. The department says it has already received pledges for support from local businesses. The hope is for the new dog to be on staff by spring of 2022. The department's previous dog, Wheelin, retired in 2020 after a 10-year career. There is more to come tonight. We'll get a look at your holiday forecast and new video showing the aftermath of a massive explosion at an oil refinery plant. Stay with us.
You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast. News 3 now at 10.
It's the final days of the Ford Get Holiday Ready sales event. Your last chance to get the best deals of the year on Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling trucks for 44 years straight. Only a few more days to save on our full lineup of Ford SUVs. Hurry in. It's the final days of the Ford Get Holiday Ready sales event. Now choose FlexBuy on a 2021 Ford F-150 and get 0% financing for 66 months plus $500 cash back.
Here comes Happy Ruben. She wants to wish everyone happy holidays. Happy loves to visit Ruben's furniture. She likes to snuggle into a warm, cozy sofa. Winter is coming and she wants to just lay around. A section lets Happy stretch out and take a nap with her owner. Her favorite piece of furniture is a soft leather recliner. Happy loves to watch TV in her favorite chair. A bed is a perfect place to sleep after a long day at the dog park. Have a happy and healthy holiday from everyone at Ruben's Furniture.
USA, this is Stephanie.
Hi, this is Robert. I'd like to get up to 30% off my auto insurance with Safe Pilot.
I can help you with that. What's your member number?
87.
It should be between 5 and 12 digits.
Busted. This is Super Bowl champion Rob Gronkowski. I'm not a member.
Mr. Gronkowski, USAA is for the military community and their families. That's what makes us special.
Oh, but I'm special.
USAA, it's still only for the military community.
Spectrum Mobile now costs just $29.99 a month when you get 2 or more lines. $29.99? Yes, and you get everything. You get unlimited data and nationwide 5G. And all you're paying is, that's what I was going to say. And all this comes on a super secure connection. $29.99. I'm gonna go. Are they crazy? Possibly. Are they gonna change it? No, they already made the balloons. It's the best deal in mobile. Spectrum Mobile.
Happy holidays from our Dwellings family to yours. Happy holidays!
We visited many holiday favorites so far this season. Tomorrow morning, we're taking a look back at some of our favorite moments in the 608. Plus, we'll take a look at your Christmas forecast. Could we see some snow on Christmas Day? See you at 4:30.
watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. At least 4 people were injured after a, quote, major industrial accident at an ExxonMobil plant in Texas today. We're told all 4 are in stable condition. The facility is in Baytown, which is about 25 miles from Houston. ExxonMobil says the fire broke out at the plant just after 1 a.m. local time. It took hours for it to be extinguished. Authorities are now turning their attention to figure out what caused the blast. Tesla is being investigated for a feature in its cars that allows drivers to play video games while the car is moving. The passenger play feature has been available to drivers for almost 2 years now. The game, which was intended to be played by a passenger, appears on the dashboard touchscreen. Federal safety regulators say nothing prevents the driver from playing the game while using autopilot. The NHTSA is currently looking at 11 accidents involving Tesla's autopilot and self-driving features. Few things are escaping inflation these days, and that will soon include U.S. passports. On December 27th, the fee for a U.S. passport book will shoot up by $20 for all customers. The U.S. State Department says the price hike is necessary and that it will ensure it continues to produce one of the most, quote, secure travel and identity documents in the world. The Biden administration gave an early Christmas present to millions of Americans, another pause on student loan repayments for an additional 90 days. Natalie Brand has more details from the White House.
The White House says the extended pause on federal student loan repayments and interest impacts an estimated 41 million borrowers.
We know some student loan borrowers are still coping with the pandemic and need some time before resuming payments.
Was this expected? It was welcome. It was really clear that student loan borrowers were not ready to pay their student loan bills if they came due next month.
Mike Pierce of the Student Borrower Protection Center says the student debt crisis existed before the pandemic and is now coupled with economic uncertainty.
Inflation has caused food prices to go up, rent to go up, gas to go up, car payments to go up. And the thought of taking away that financial flexibility, that little measure of security, was too much for people to bear.
The extension announced Wednesday runs through May 1st. The pause started as part of COVID relief under the previous administration. Advocates are pressing to make it permanent. Derek Johnson, the president of the NAACP, tweeted, "If you can afford to pause student loan repayments over and over again, you can afford to cancel it." The Student Borrower Protection Center says student debt has impacted communities of color at far higher rates and spans all ages. Mike Pierce says people need to know their options.
Every single person with a student loan that's been paused has a right under federal law to tie their payment to their income. If you're recently unemployed, or if your spouse has lost their job, or if you've had a big drop in wages because of the pandemic, you might have a right to make a payment that is as low as $0 per month.
The Department of Education says it's ready to work with people to prepare for a transition back into repayment. Natalie Brandt, CBS News, the White House.
Some Senate Democrats are calling on the president to at least waive interest payments on federal student loans when those repayments do eventually resume. The National Weather Service has confirmed 2 more tornadoes hit Wisconsin last week than previously reported, bringing the state's yearly total to 38. In total, the rare December severe weather outbreak dropped 7 tornadoes across the state. And here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti with a look at our first warn forecast.
Well, starting to see some areas of fog form out there tonight. Visibility down to a half mile at the Southern Wisconsin Regional Airport in Janesville. Most areas, though, still seeing visibilities at or above 5 miles. But be aware that you might run into some fog tonight, tomorrow, and even into the day on Christmas, at least early in the day on Christmas Day. But very mild weather is expected for both Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. The Christmas Eve will be the warmer of the two, with highs in the upper 40s, still around 40 on Christmas Day. Fog and a few showers for Christmas Eve. Santa probably going to need Rudolph tomorrow night because we will be looking at some areas of fog. But colder weather should dry out the air a little bit. It'll be seasonably cold for next week, and we'll also see some chances for some light snow, but I don't see any major storm systems as of now. All the weather action next couple of days will still be in the western third of the United States. Here in the Midwest, look for our weather system to come through tomorrow with a few rain showers. Then for Christmas Day itself, we'll probably clear out during the afternoon as a weather system passes to the north. On Sunday, we'll see some rain and snow showers by late afternoon into the evening and overnight hours. Those will end early on Monday morning. A similar weather system comes through on Tuesday, but then as we head toward the New Year's holiday, things start to quiet down. Temperatures, though, will turn a little bit colder, at least across southern Wisconsin. Now, as we check out our forecast for Christmas Eve, I'm looking for high temperature tomorrow, 47 degrees. Notice temperatures start out around freezing already by 6 a.m. So we're in the 20s now, but those temperatures will rise overnight with the clouds in here, and then temperatures in the upper 40s by late afternoon, maybe a rain shower about mid to late afternoon. But even into midnight tomorrow night, temperatures still around the 40-degree mark for those doing church services late tomorrow night. And then 40 degrees for the high temperature on Christmas Day. Some drizzle in the morning. That will come to an end, and we'll see sunshine during the afternoon. Doppler track tonight, very quiet across Wisconsin. The freezing drizzle and light snow that moved through west central Wisconsin, causing that big pileup on I-94, now into Michigan and moving away from us. And you can see just the northern portion of the state has snow on the ground, and even south of Rhinelander, it's probably less than an inch in most areas. Really have to go north of Rhinelander up into upper Michigan before you start to see several inches of snow on the ground. High temperatures today above normal by about 10 degrees here in Madison, 39. But notice to our south, temperatures well into the 50s, some 60s down towards St. Louis. That does not look like Christmas weather, but the jet stream has flattened out and it becomes southwesterly out to the west of us. So that will start transporting some mild Pacific air in our direction the next couple of days. A warm front has lifted up to the north. You can see while temperatures are chilly here, it's mainly because the skies have cleared out, but out to the west where the skies have become cloudy, notice those temperatures already to around the freezing mark, and that's where we'll be around morning. And then look for a high temperature on Christmas Eve of 47 degrees, some fog, drizzle, maybe a couple of showers in the afternoon. Christmas Day, again, some drizzle in the morning, and then sunshine in the afternoon, high temperature at 40 degrees. 7 to 10 day forecast, you can see temperatures upper 30s for Sunday and Monday. Now, there could be some rain and snow showers from Sunday afternoon into early Monday morning. Another chance on Tuesday afternoon into Tuesday night. Following that, look for temperatures to be more seasonal. In fact, even colder than normal by the end of the New Year's weekend, maybe a couple of flurries into New Year's Eve morning.
Thank you, Gary. And coming up in sports, the Bucks' new big three each put up double digits against the Mavs. But would it be enough in Texas? Find out next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
We've been waiting all year to come together. Have a happy and safe holiday season from Lexus.
Water is one of nature's most beautiful and life-sustaining resources. At no fault of their own, many Wisconsin utility customers are facing a shutoff to their water service. This leaves them without the one life-giving resource we all take for granted. And those hardest hit are on fixed incomes, juggling multiple temporary jobs, or those who lost full-time jobs in sectors hardest hit by the pandemic. If someone you care about needs a hand up, your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your water, heat, and power on. If you are in danger of losing your water service, call 833-H2O-WISC, 833-426-9472. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
At the Burrish Group at UBS, we believe in empowering women to take control of their financial security with a team of female advisors who understand the needs and goals of women. We believe you can achieve anything you put your mind to and can help you stay ahead of life's expected and unexpected events. Give our team a call today to start the conversation.
We can't all be morning people, but we can all eat McDonald's for breakfast.
Enjoy a savory bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit and pair it with a $1 any size Dr. Pepper.
Bye, Mom. Sometimes you just gotta do what's in your heart to put some joy out there. When the world needs a little bit of love, give it love. It's about caring for others and for those who care for others, because everyone should know, no matter who they are, just how much they matter. Be happy, be healthy, be kind. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
When the hands that do the fixing need fixing. When the hands that do the caring need caring. That's a job for O'Keeffe's Working Hands. It's America's #1 selling hand cream and guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked hands. Also available in O'Keeffe's for healthy feet.
Hey, Lexus, play holiday music.
We've been waiting all year to come together. Have a happy and safe holiday season from Lexus.
Chris McIntosh will not be in attendance for the Las Vegas Bowl. The Wisconsin AD tested positive for COVID Thursday and will not make the trip. Now, McIntosh did say in a statement he encourages everyone to, quote, get vaccinated, boosted, and wear a mask. Meanwhile, the Badgers fly out to Vegas tomorrow as they get closer to playing in the Allegiant Stadium against the Sun Devils. Now, the stadium itself is roughly a $2 billion spaceship that is home to the Raiders and the UNLV Rebels. And the team, they just can't wait to see it.
Looking at it on TV, then like kind of seeing it, it looks like, you said, it looks like a spaceship. It looks like so futuristic, like brand new big screen, big TV screens in there.
I've been a Raiders fan for a pretty long time, just kind of a random one. My dad liked the Raiders. And when they built their new stadium, I mean, I thought it looked like the Death Star, so I was pretty pumped about that. And then finding out we're going to go play there is pretty awesome.
Greg Gard called yesterday's practice a crowded one, but said it was a good thing. For the first time in a while, he had a full team practicing, but it didn't last long because of positive tests in his program. So tonight's game against George Mason, as you know, has been called off. And Kim English, the head men's basketball coach at George Mason, put his feelings, well, all of our feelings on this matter into 23 characters on Twitter. Dear COVID, I hate you. Signed, Kim. So, just to recap these last couple days, Monday around noon, Wisconsin had to call off their game against Morgan State because the Bears had positive tests in their program. Tuesday, George Mason said they'd play around 4:30. Then, not even 24 hours later, the Badgers had to cancel the game because of COVID. And remember, the Badger women also canceled their game for the same reason. Bucks in Dallas tonight, taking on the Mavs. Fourth quarter, Deer up 1. Boogie Cousins makes it 3. The dunk part of his 22 points tonight. And then later, Drew Holiday puts the game on ice. The steal, and then he literally stops and pops for 3. Holiday finished with 24. Chris Middleton had a game-high 26. Bucks win their second straight, 102-95. And the Brewers will be honoring Prince fielder Ryan Braun and Jonathan Lucroy next summer. The franchise announced it will induct fielder, Milwaukee's single-season home run king, into the Walk of Fame at AmFam Field, while Braun and Lucroy will be heading to the Brewers' Wall of Honor. Braun is the Crew's all-time home run leader, and Lucroy is one of the best catchers in Brewers history. We're back after this.
A nursing home promises to care for our parents as cherished loved ones. But if your parents have been injured in a nursing home, we can help. Habish, Habish, and Rotier. We fight for what's right.
This is Dave. He thought he'd save money by getting internet from one company and TV from, well, from multiple providers. You see, Dave and his wife watch live TV, Ella her favorite kid shows, and Henry loves sports. It was costing Dave a lot. So Dave switched to Spectrum. Switch to Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 per month each. Call 833-985-4499. Spectrum Internet with speeds at 200 megabits includes a free modem and free online security software. And Spectrum TV with over 125 channels includes live local news and regional sports and up to 85,000 on-demand titles. Plus, with the free Spectrum TV app, everyone can stream on their devices anywhere. So now Dave has one bill, one provider, no contracts, and is saving a ton. Be like Dave. Switch to Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 per month each. Call 833-985-4499 or visit spectrum.com.
The holidays are doubly important this year, so make your celebrations doubly special with our award-winning cave-aged Maurice cheese. Pick and save. Hey, Hey, you're right. We can't stop now. Let's take the special up a level with fresh, never frozen prime beef. Still not special enough? Add some surf to that turf with our sustainably caught seafood. Turn your taste buds up to 11 and have a doubly special holiday with Pick and Save. Fresh for everyone.
It's the final days of the Ford Get Holiday Ready sales event. Your last chance to get the best deals of the year on Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling trucks for 44 years straight. Only a few more days to save on our full lineup of Ford SUVs. Hurry in. It's the final days of the Ford Get Holiday Ready sales event. Now choose FlexBuy on a 2021 Ford F-150 and get 0% financing for 66 months plus $500 cash back.
What you see is important. How you see is important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Right now, take 40% off lenses with the purchase of any frames.
Last Friday, you helped make our tornado relief telethon a success. You donated over $75,000 to our neighbors to the south. From the bottom of my heart, the American Red Cross, and from all of us here at News 3 Now, we say thank you.
What does it mean to fight for what's right? To us, it means helping accident victims get their lives back to normal again. Habish, Habish, and Rotier, we fight for what's right.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Finally tonight, an unusual visitor bringing some Christmas joy to children visiting a Paris aquarium today. Santa Claus posed and swam among the fish as they dove in their tank while visitors gathered around the display. Every year, a diver wearing a traditional Santa costume joins the fish to bring joy to those visitors as part of the aquarium's Christmas tradition. Well, I'm glad Santa got a swim in now.
Yeah, you know, he'll probably need wheels on his sleigh for tomorrow night because we don't have snow around here, but he may need Rudolph because of the fog. In fact, tonight we're still seeing some fog in some areas, visibility down to 1.75 miles in Janesville. Temperatures right now are in the 20s to around 30 degrees. But these temperatures will rise overnight. Look for a mild Christmas Eve with a high of 47, 40 on Christmas Day, and then colder weather as we head toward the New Year's holiday.
All right. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Do something good.